shots to the kids. He's gonna do it. He's gonna walk past the hog line. Somebody always does. Yesterday it was Raquel. Did you? All right, nobody did it. Pretty good. Fireball.
Fireball?
He's having a scotch, I thought.
Yeah.
This is better be scotch.
I'm having a fireball.
Okay.
That's a part. Oh, yeah.
We're missing one.
I feel like we're short.
We're short.
Did Rob Gray know that you guys were five?
There it is.
Yeah, I put 5 on the.
Take it.
Go ahead.
Take it. No, Kelly, take it. I don't need it. Go.
What?
Kelly needs
Fireball.
it.
Do I need it?
Kelly needs
Yeah,
it.
you
Kelly
need
needs it.
Do it.
Over here.
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go. Rewind. Okay.
Here.
Frank, over here. What, you need one? We need one.
We're not good at math. It's difficult.
No,
Thank you, sir.
got his.
Math in different ways. It's good.
Kev had the pipers. No, yeah. Yeah.
First to have tested your mettle through the regular season, congratulations on making it through the playoffs and to finals day. I wish everybody a good game and above all fun with your comrades and friends. And to the paper.
To the piper.
To the Piper.
Lubricate the world.
That one.
Frank the Tank.
Thank you, Kev.
And I'm drunk again.
Cheers, guys. Good curling.
Play well, have a good one. Play well, have a good one. Play well, have a good one. Play well, Ernie, play well.
Watching, eating, drinking. Yeah. I think you got that. I think you do. I think you do. I think you chose well.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks, man.
See you later, the Mike.
Right here, Kev. Bye, Mike.
I'm looking for
For what?
the stabilizers.
There's one here.
Hey, Rob, good luck.
There's
Okay,
one here.
thanks.
1 minute to cool your slider.
behind you.
Good start, Kelly.
And we're underway here for the last championship of the season, a Sunday
Probably
Open
normal.
final.
It didn't quite get back to center line.
Team
Too much, or you think you're
Kelly
fine?
Quelhas, Chris Ewing,
Okay.
aggregate champions this season. Had a great season, and Team Rabson playing the Blue Rocks. A bit of an underdog, but
All the way up.
looking for
Help road,
some
Dawn.
success today.
Help road, Dawn.
Yeah. Okay, do it again.
My name's Chris Way. I'm joined here by
Like that, Suze?
my Thursday night compatriot, Kevin Sims. Kevin, welcome.
Hey, Chris.
Got a cross pulley, yeah.
Well, it did
How's your Sunday going?
away.
It's all right. No problem.
Oh, a lot slower than my Saturday, which is
You're good, Dick.
which is good.
And needed.
Yeah,
What are you looking for tonight? What do you think's going to happen here?
I think we're gonna have a great game. I think Team Quelhas has proven themselves to be
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Titans
You're good.
in the Sunday Open
Go,
League.
Scout.
But I think all four of them are probably pretty tired today, so we might have a pretty good match.
So you'd call Team Ewing, Quelhas, slight overdogs?
Yeah, they dominated
Just like
regular
favorites.
season. I think they only had 2 losses the entire year.
Might just have been one.
May have just been one, yeah.
Yep. All the way.
Yes.
Right up, right up.
Looks like we're going to start out with a pretty clean end. Team Ewing electing to go in on their first.
Here we go.
Team Rabson not taking any chances. Try to learn the ice a bit.
Here we go, Suze.
You were on sheet 3 yesterday.
As were
How did
you,
it treat you?
I recall. The ice all weekend has been fantastic. A big shout out to our head ice maker, Kevin Scott, as well as a couple of assistant ice techs who have been on hand all weekend. Jeff Shoesmith and Gord. Ice has been really good after a couple of weeks of challenging conditions.
Whoa!
I would agree with that, Chris, that the playoff ice at High Park has been
Great shot, Suze.
Real nice.
up to standard. Very
Yeah,
good.
Really
I
good.
didn't get a hog
Really
to
good.
hog, but I got a 22. 322.
We've had a busy weekend
Yeah, that's
this weekend, as usually. The end of April is always busy here at High Park. Our competitive mixed final was
It did.
Friday evening. We had both men's and women's finals yesterday, Saturday, as well as another men's event called the Other Club
Look who
Championship.
found the pool noodles.
Teams that didn't make it to the playoffs. Today opened with a battle of our social
Yep.
mixed teams,
Yes.
Friday night and Saturday night.
Yes.
It's hot.
Had a showdown this morning, Saturday, with the Saturday Social League taking it. Our newest league, the Sunday Rec League, just finished theirs with an exciting game. Team Critical Hits ended up losing, unfortunately, to Empire Strikes Hack. Critical Hits were up 8-1 after 5 and gave it up in the 8th, but it was an exciting match. Nonetheless, both teams played great.
That's quite a roller coaster for a final.
Stay one. Yep. Hard, Pete. Hard, buddy. You really gotta go. Hard, bud. You really gotta
Looks
go.
like this hits curling.
Okay.
Peter
Okay.
Kavals with the broom
okay,
down.
Good try. It's all right.
Close to holding it, but not quite.
And Team Rabson with the hammer is going to have a chance to
Seems
lie
all right.
two
That
here.
just grabbed a bit on her.
Do you want to split?
Not sure many teams on sheet 3 have taken the hammer. The higher seed usually gets choice of hammer or color, but you see a lot of teams this year choosing the yellow rocks and giving up a hammer in the first head. Any
One
insight
team in
into-
particular.
Well, that's true. Any insight into why that might be, Kevin?
I don't have that kind of insight. My rock sheet gets burned after
Gripper's gone.
every ice maintenance when the rocks are touched up.
Because I left it down there.
But you're right, it does sound like the yellow rocks were favored by most of the teams that were playing on sheet 3 over the weekend.
10.
So a draw to the fresh side, a little short. Will give
I think it's pretty fresh out here.
Team Quelhas another shot at that hit.
Well, I played on sheet 3 twice this weekend and played once with blue, once with yellow, and lost both games. So I don't know if the rocks have much to do with it.
They usually don't.
This.
Stay on it.
Hard, sis. Whoa.
Oh yeah, that was probably the crappy rock, right?
See down.
And is
Okay,
that? No, just rolls out.
Actually, that's the line. It's out. Yeah.
And Rabson will have the option to draw around their corner
Yeah.
or freeze, try and sit in front of the yellow one. Yellow ones.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell from our angle here whether that blue corner guard is in a good
I don't
spot.
think he needed to be on it the whole way. I think he just let it breathe, but he was worried about being fresh off. That's the first.
Freezing down to the backing on the right side as we're looking at the sheet
What did you
might
got?
be an easier shot.
Oh, okay.
And give Team Rabson the ability to keep the blank in play.
They've backed right off of this one. This
Yeah.
looks a little hot. Might dig.
Is that heavy?
Just through.
The ice makers have been what we call dragging rocks after their ice maintenance just before the game this weekend, and what that means is they have a tool, a wooden box that they put over 11 or 12 rocks, and they're able to run those rocks down each side of the sheet once. So it's like an end, almost an end has been played before the first end even starts. So speeds have been starting much
Shirts there, friends. Come on now.
quicker than they
You can get it
normally
there, come on
would. And I
now.
think a lot of teams have been caught by that in the first end.
Yeah, come on. Right in the pin.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right, good job, guys. Good
Good
job.
scrub, thank you.
But not
Yeah.
Peter. Peter found his draw weight right off the hop.
You know, Peter played with us yesterday afternoon. He made some incredible shots if you were watching the live stream.
Yeah.
His
Like it live.
freezing
Like I'm gonna see it.
game was on point yesterday. I was very impressed.
Susan,
Agreed.
She didn't quite get out to the broom, and she didn't get a chance to set it on her second.
Team Rabson attempting the low weight hit.
Curl.
Don.
Here it comes.
On Osborne,
You got
trying to move that over.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh.
2 guard.
Yeah. What do you like it halfway through 8? Edge. Okay, let's go. Hey, talk to the girls. They got a real handle
Fortunate
on the
miss
weight
there
right now.
from Team Rabson vice Helen Killick. It looked like a lot of ice when the broom went down. I don't know if you thought that too, Kevin.
Just a 2 guard, guys.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what kind of takeout weight they were going to throw at it, but it did need to swing pretty hard with that ice.
If I'm up it, I'll take it right in.
So this is a low pressure shot for Chris Ewing, first end. Probably a tight guard, but as he just told his front end, if he slips in to the rings, it's not the end of the world, and they'll be okay to sit too as well.
Good. Where?
Okay, take it in.
Needs to curl a little bit.
Maybe go around.
Let it breathe. Okay, you can go
Go
around.
around.
Yep. Hard shoes. Yep. Really hooking now.
This one a little deeper than they wanted, but they're going to try to get it
Cal, face it,
around.
Cal.
As far as you can.
Whoa.
It's going to end up just
Alright.
about frozen.
I'll take it.
Angle's a little wonky. That works.
That's fine, Chris.
Yeah, I told him I was up, but I'll just go right in. So.
Yeah, actually, we had a chance to possibly go around it. That's not a bad spot. The angles aren't.
Yeah,
It's not a
exactly.
gimme, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I like it.
Team Rabson with 2 options.
I like it.
Try the double
It's really warm.
or try and hit the shot rock
That's that yucky weather.
and roll to the wing.
Yeah, the concern with the double is, you know, if you make it good, you're going to see the deeper rock go. But the first one you hit could jam on the back. Yellow and leave Team Quelhas sitting one.
Normal.
I think you got to try it.
Side of nose.
Actually, I probably should have thrown a slider, but
Oh, whatever you want.
Try to keep the blank in play.
it's just easier for me to grab my sliding foot.
I got you.
If you can't get rid of both yellows, it's really important to stick the shooter here.
Yeah, even a bite open would be something for the Quelhas team to deal with.
Oh, and this one floating a little wide too.
Come the other way.
Yeah, I mean, this is outstanding,
Yeah.
but that's okay too.
A little bit of over brooming to start, Team Rabson.
Team
Out?
Rabson
Yeah.
seems to think the
Keep it on this side. It says
Fresh path, yeah.
yeah.
it's curling a little bit more than it is, and
It's regard.
overbroomed a
Regard.
couple of rocks.
Okay, so what did I give you that last one? Okay.
Well, Chris Ewing has to attempt the draw on the opposite side.
Just
Might be a little slower on this side.
He's taking
Little
quite a
pressure.
bit more ice than he did on his last rock, and his last rock didn't curl as much. So this would be a good test of whether the two sides are the same.
Keep the broom down. Line's good.
Whoa, then, whoa.
Keep it going.
Clean, just clean.
Just clean it. Not Susie. Don't carve. Not Susie. Yep,
Whoa.
line. Yep. Line.
Whoa.
Easy.
All right, good job, guys.
Overcurl
I
on
don't
them a
think we
little
gave you
bit.
enough
No,
ice, Chris.
Yeah.
pretty
That was
good.
right on the stick.
So Team Rabson's going to have a chance to
You guess there.
draw the 4-foot for one. I think they'd be pretty happy to just get it in the house and give up one at this point.
Yeah, I'd agree. First end, his first draw of the game. I think they'd be happy with
Right, down here.
taking one or giving one.
Oh yeah, you have a new routine now.
Yeah. Well, when I was playing on Tuesday, I was going to throw a hit, and the head flipped completely over on me and pulled me off the line. I was like,
Why are you using that the whole game? And the yellow is
yeah, exactly. It's a better target. It's a better target. If I was thinking ahead, I would have put a proper head on that one.
Lead 4-foot. Okay.
Sweeper's not near this one.
Set.
Maybe not.
all one.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't think I have to worry about it.
Good, guys.
And that one just slipping through the house. So that's going to be a steal of 2 for Team Quelhas. That looks familiar, hey,
friends.
Kevin?
That's correct. As I learn how to use the scoreboard. Very cool.
Yeah, big
Are you
shout out
streaming
to
the game too?
Patrick
Yeah, okay,
Morris,
then,
who
yeah,
helped us
it
put
is
together this
slower,
live
but
stream.
Would
That's
you
on
get
a.
this live?
That it!
Yeah, I don't
think
think
it might
it's that
actually
slow.
be.
It's probably touchdown in Calgary by now.
Right now, yeah, for a business meeting, and we want to thank Patrick for all his help over the weekend and,
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of projects here around the club.
Knowing Patrick, he's probably just checked into his hotel.
75.
He's at the hotel lobby,
Yeah, hard, guys. Hard.
ordered himself a cider, and is taking in this game. So if you're watching, Patrick,
You got it.
hope you had a safe flight.
Top 4.
Oh no, almost.
Yeah, big thank you.
Top 4. Whoa. Yeah, go. A little more.
No, you're 1 and 5.
Good job, guys. Great throw, Cal.
There we go. Good scrub, Suze.
Oh.
First rock, right to the button by lead Kelly Q.
That's fine.
Corner.
I was talking to Kelly before the game and asked her how many years she's been curling.
Dynasty.
21 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Did she start curling here?
I didn't ask her that question, but I think
so. Is she a 20-year member already?
she started probably in Oshawa.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably true.
She's got some family ties in Oshawa.
Yeah.
Yep.
She probably learned curling in Oshawa, but honed her craft here at High Park.
That's in, right?
We're not T.
Team Rabson's rock slipping into the house a little bit. So that's going to give... oh, no. They've elected to...
Draw again.
To draw again, yeah.
Please.
Guard the one in the on the button. It's interesting call, being up 2-0.
It's a race to the middle,
Hair wide.
and Team Quelhas wants to win it early.
Okay, whoa, Pete. Let him grab a little.
All right.
Yeah, it's carrying. We're cornering here, Chris.
Pete.
It's like, so it's going to bump it a hair. Almost exactly the same weight.
That's
That's fine. Normal.
And this forces Jeff Rabson to ask his lead
Yeah, I thought I saw
to
the yeah, that's okay.
make a hit on the yellow rocks.
That's fine.
Team Rabson's lead,
Susie will take care of that now.
Megan Cushing, has been curling for 25 years.
Help her out, Don.
This one's curling pretty hard. Make it a piece of the back.
Maybe not. You might be guarding.
And unlucky.
Top ball's great.
Maybe a snick narrow.
Megan also learned her trade in the east end of the city
Yeah,
at Scarborough Golf and Country Club
Oh, wow.
before she came to High Park.
And before Scarborough was a defunct curling
It's not
club.
a big key. I like it. 80-85. We'll probably get it there.
So with that miss,
Down a little bit.
Team Quelhas has a
81.
chance to
Okay, whoa.
The weight's nice.
guard 2 rocks
Whoa
in the
there.
rings.
Weight's
Whoa
pretty
there.
good.
Okay. Kelly.
Kelly, go.
Looks a little heavy.
Okay, we'll Christmas treat him. We'll Christmas.
John will clean house.
Kelly. Whoa. Sugar. Okay, a little too much.
She threw an 80. She can throw
There
it.
is support, John. There is
Yeah.
support.
Sitting 3,
That's a
but
bad guess on our
2 of
part.
those rocks were supposed to be
I
guards.
like the
Normal. Want to hit that
Yeah.
first.
It got quickly. Yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
normal.
Team Rabson's just looking for any contact with the rock at this point.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
I don't know if they're trying for a double or maybe a hit and flop in front of one of those yellow rocks.
Okay.
Make their blue tougher to be taken out.
Yeah, both those results would be pretty good at this point. Sitting in front of a yellow would be great, and
Normal.
Yep.
Yeah.
All your
Yep.
hard work.
Gotta go.
give them the opportunity to take a deuce or
Got it. Go.
maybe even 3.
That's all it took.
This one looks like it's over curling a bit.
Yeah, I'm probably going to roll out those Sues. So here we go.
Okay. Done.
Team
It's the guard.
Team Rabson's won a
Yeah,
Sunday Open
you can throw a
championship,
4.
haven't they?
They've competed in the final before. I don't think they've ever won it.
We might have to get the researchers on that.
You could throw a 4. I like it.
So Susie Krimbalis, second for Team Quelhas. She's been curling for 20 years.
All you.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe her and Peter, Susie and Peter started at the same time.
Exactly the same time.
Whoa then.
It's on the A. It's on the A.
It was okay.
Okay,
for Ray.
that's fine, guys. That works.
That's good.
Nice shot to lie 3.
Mm-hmm.
Normal.
Maybe a little bit deeper
Hit
than
this
they
one
want.
on this side.
Okay,
Getting
so
quick.
everything's fast.
Yeah, it's getting very quick. That was a 4.
Do you like going after the back
Yeah,
ones
okay.
here,
Hardly
Kevin?
touched it.
It's still kind of early in the end. I think you might be better off playing the top one, but I think Jeff's just looking at a lot of yellow and may want to make a double here.
Yeah, it's going to be really close.
And Dono makes
That's
it.
a great shot by Don Osborne.
Don was telling me he has curled for 47 years,
Wow.
Relatively.
which he tells me means he started when he was 3 years old.
Yeah, I mean.
And I didn't question him on that.
A regular rink rat.
Try to be between.
You move the broom, Don. You're supposed to make the shot.
So open nose hit here for Peter Krambalis.
Yep. Whoa. Keep a broom down. Keep it down.
Susie!
Whoa. And the roll.
Yeah, it's there, it's there, it's there. Good job, guys.
Thanks. Good scrub.
And we have a special guest joining us in the booth, Brenna Cochran. Brenna, how's the game so far?
I've been more focused on eating the food. So
Okay, how's the food so far?
the food's delicious.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, Kevin's looking super professional.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
And my last name is Leonzakis now.
Excuse me, you're right. My apologies.
Sorry, we need to fire that intern that wrote the name down wrong.
The research.
So
is here.
Got the sweetheart.
we'll get that corrected. Did you do a pick 5, Brenna?
No.
Any predictions for sheet 3?
Making sure I had my mocktail made.
You didn't want a cocktail today?
No.
No, not today. All right.
Fireball was
It's more than enough.
flowing last night.
Yeah.
I'll leave that stone right there.
For our viewers at home, Brenna won the Women's Championship final last evening.
Behind it.
Yes.
It's fine, too.
Defeating who was it?
I don't mind showing them how.
Heather Carr Olmstead.
Yes, Heather was on the ice. That's true.
Guard.
It was an excellent game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brenna
405,
dethroned
like
5-time
two, yeah.
champion team Kelly Cochran. And the masses rejoiced.
I think it's a bit quiet, though. A bit quiet.
That was a great shot from Team Rabson.
Yeah, it might have. Yeah.
Didn't get shot rock out of it, but put their rock in a great spot that I think Team Ewing has to guard
Jump
this
it now.
and
Jump it.
hope that they don't get a shot at that yellow shot stone.
Let them know where it is. More than you think.
Let it grab the hair. Let it grab! No, we're on top of it already. It's there, it's there. Yeah, whoa, that's fine, that's fine. As long as it messes up the angle, that's fine.
It's getting pretty quick.
Yeah, holy crow.
I think I felt like I threw like a 405, 410.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the dragon actually has sped up the entire speed.
So that rocket went a little bit deeper than Team Ewing wanted.
So.
Team Rabson's going to have a chance at tapping their second stone up.
Looks good.
But looks like Jeff Rabson's taking a lot of ice again.
Big.
The good news for Team Quelhas is that their shooter is third shot.
Yeah.
But it looks like
That one's going to overcurl.
ooh, and roll out, unfortunately.
Put it right back.
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Where did you have me?
Top of the 8th.
Did I hit the?
No, top of the 8th.
Oh, top. Did I
Alan
hit the broom?
Killick, who just threw that hit and roll out,
That was me. I didn't.
has been curling for 26 years.
Wow.
Pretty sure all of them have been here at High Park.
Wow.
Did I hear you say something about chairs?
Yeah, we have a lot of members here at
Yeah.
High Park who
Yeah, probably.
spend a lot of time here, curl here for a long time. Yesterday and on Friday, we gave away
How much
a lot of
that's really
pins,
good.
20-year
That
pins,
much. So maybe a 410.
30-year anniversary pins,
Yeah.
40-year anniversary pins, quite a few. And we actually had one 50-year anniversary pin to Mr. Lauren McDonald, past president of the club and a longtime men's member. And we even had a
like a hair too much.
60-year anniversary
Whoa,
to
whoa,
Al
whoa,
Cotton,
whoa.
celebrating
Needs to
60
curl,
years
easy
at
now.
the club. Not curling anymore, but has
Whoa.
maintained his membership here. And we don't have a 60-year pin, because why would you? So we had to put together a little presentation for him, which included his original application form to the club.
Length only. You got room.
And a copy of the letter that the board sent him when he
Sorry, guys,
was
bit too much.
accepted as a member. It was a great presentation. Paul Lowe's, our club president, did it.
Sorry,
And
dude, bit too much.
Senegal was very
I mean,
appreciative.
if we catch it here.
Yeah, it doesn't come up very often that you have a 60-year member and a 50-year member celebrating their anniversaries together. But Alan Lauren were in fine form. They both delivered very nice speeches, touching speeches about High Park, the community here, and how easy it is to be a member here for so long.
It is quite the community, and you see that even now after this long weekend we've had. It's hard to see from where we are, but there's a crowd of 40 or 50 people here watching this final, and people just like, well, I mean, the beautiful day doesn't help, but people just like being here.
Sorry?
Absolutely.
I have to go off. Yeah.
So Chris came in and sat in the forefoot, so he's
Just your side.
yellow is 2 right now, and that'll force Jeff to run back his blue shot, his blue rock in the top 8 foot.
Yeah, a lot of newer curlers would probably elect to hit the open opposition stone at this point, but I think this is a good call. The run back, if made, is great. But even just, you know, unfortunately, you hit your own and rolled out. But at least now the shot stone is available.
If we're here, it's not the end of the world.
So that forces Team Quelhas to
Okay, let's go.
make a guard.
The PDA is great. Move.
And if it's not perfect, it's going to give Team Rabson a
I'd
chance
love it to be like top 12.
to score.
Yeah. We do, but it's not an emergency. So yeah.
I kind of got caught whether to go.
You said I gave you an 87 odd in that last one.
Skip Chris Ewing has been curling for 26 years.
Yeah, I'm thinking in that range. 95.4.
All of them here at High Park. Yeah.
Wow. And he's a very successful curler, winning a number of championships at the club and representing the club outside at various competitions, including
Don't jump it, Kelly.
TCA Gold Medal, having some success there, and a number of OCA
Needs to curl a
competitions.
ton.
And a great volunteer at our club.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Clean it, Kelly.
And as the Friday draw master
Clean it.
for countless seasons.
Yeah, and
Easy, easy. Yeah. Just to the peak.
joining us at
Easy,
a
easy.
number of events is as our in-house
good rock.
DJ,
Great
DJ
job,
Dash.
guys. What? Well, I'm
So
more
that's
worried about backing it
a
up.
nice
I
shot
was
by
last-
Chris
I guess I gotta come.
to draw,
Oh yeah.
biting the 8 foot,
Oh, it's fast.
but
What was
his
that?
his shooter has
Yeah, I was gonna say
guarded
like a-
both rocks
Yes.
on the tee line,
Lovely.
one biting the button and one biting the forefoot. This makes things very tough for Jeff. He's probably only got the intern or the clockwise draw
Try that.
to the button for one.
I'm guessing.
That's all right.
Yeah, I think this is the right call. I don't see a shot here to get rid of multiple stones and stick around to
We gotta bump them a
score.
bit.
So this is going to be a just slightly heavy draw.
I don't know what they split you on that, but I got
Try to touch
down here.
They got a.
the shot stone yellow
So that was kind of what we were.
and
Oh, yeah, I like it.
and stick around to count.
That round's to 75.
And skiff Jeff Rabson has been curling for 27 years.
Up, right? So
And that did not start at High Park, but up in Sudbury.
That's right. He is from
He's
Sudbury.
a northern Ontario boy. Is Sudbury part of Northern Ontario?
I think so.
bit of a fresher line. So it might be
In curling terms, at least.
In curling terms, it is. Looks close here. May have to curl a bit,
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a hair heavy.
but now they're on it to hold the line.
Definitely got backing now. Going to try to get by that top yellow. No.
Oh, Great weight.
And wow.
Stop, Peter.
he might have held on for second shot there.
That'll That's very close, but against 3, that's a bit of
That's
a game
great
saver.
shot. They just lost it at the end.
I got Donald.
So that'll be a steal of 1 for yellow, and give them a 3-0 lead after 2 ends.
No, he was telling me to stop. I was like, stop. You don't want to do this.
I know.
Yeah.
It was a great throw.
I mean, I did.
Tighter in.
Get rid of this hammer.
Yeah.
I feel like that's our problem.
Man, you just heard Team Rabson Vice, Alan Killick, say they got to get rid of this hammer.
I will.
It's all there. I don't wanna
Sometimes
go
the
at all.
pressure to score a
Already
deuce
logged it,
in
man. Already logged it.
when you have hammer is,
Might take a lid, I'll just
more
be
than
ready.
trying to steal.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna just
I think
take it.
everyone's been a game like that where
Okay, whoa.
the hammer just is not your friend, and the sooner you get rid of it,
All right, beautiful.
change your mojo,
All right. Stop, Cal.
and get back on
Oh,
track.
Susie
Yeah.
overslept it.
Even if you just score 1 at this point, it's almost better just to kind of try to change the rhythm of the game.
Go around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 80.
Team Rabson looking for a corner guard here. And this is running a bit.
Yeah.
Sweepers aren't touching it, but I think it's going to stay off the rings.
This looks pretty heavy to me.
Oh, no, it's going to carry in.
No.
And I got a 63 on that.
Team Rabson called that. Skip Rabson called that in, which is a little counterintuitive.
I think your 75, 80 is probably.
I don't know.
Tighter in.
It's hard to tell if they got it there.
Looks like there's a little white ice there, but very tight.
Surprised we rolled out like that far to give up.
Yeah, well, Peter.
Still don't want to go.
Yeah.
So after coming a little deep on her first rock, Kelly's going to try and put this in the top of the house and put the pressure on Rabson again by line 2.
Yeah,
13-4. It's too
yeah,
much.
the 2's got a little more than the 8 does,
fine.
so that should coast. Okay, a little up.
It's okay.
So I hear deep again, but still leaves yellow line 2.
Might
And Team Rabson's opting to draw to the wings again
push the hitter.
Where are we going?
with the out turn
Going for it.
or counterclockwise
I'm okay with that.
turn.
Yeah. I don't think so.
We can't change too
I'll
much,
check.
right? We're
Do you see Suze? Are they in? Okay.
well.
That's a 14.
So I've been joined in the booth by Kelly Cochran.
Like that.
She's filling in for Chris Way for a couple ends. Welcome, Kelly.
Hi.
How's your Sunday going?
10-5.
Better than last year. I'm alive.
Sorry? Sorry.
Sounds like you had a fun Saturday night.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
left
Yeah.
early.
I was here till well past 11,
Sarah looks so
a
good.
bit past 11, and the party was still going. But it's a long day. Saturday here at High Park Club is a long day.
Kelly! Kelly!
Kelly?
Hard love, really! Hard, Kel! Hard!
Team Quelhas here trying to get rid of the blue rock and sit free.
He does.
All right, that
Made
works.
contact with the outside rock first
That's a pretty nice roll.
and got the rollover in front. Yeah. All things considered, a pretty good shot.
You thought you were tight, so
Does
you
leave
like
the
adjusted?
freeze opportunity.
That's fine. It's a good shot.
Team Rabson will now try to freeze the yellow rock in the back at
We don't
8
need-
foot,
we can
just
hold it.
behind the 4 foot, or tuck around the yellow rock at about 11:30 of the house.
Line's good. Yeah, I agree.
We're at
Like
back
a
to
Susie
it, that
can
line.
We
Well,
can
then
hold
curl
it.
it.
Right there would be
But
a
like
great
Kelly had to
shot.
go pretty hard to get that to bend at all.
Save it.
Yeah, you no, you did it. You did it.
We are not helping you at all, Jeff.
Always Susie, never Kelly.
Just a little bit hot there to the back of the house.
Frickin' Anna over
And
there.
yellow will have a chance to draw to life 4.
Needy!
No.
I think you can. Even
An
a 5 is fine.
unfortunate miss there.
You can do it. We can get it there.
Yeah, when you're down 3, you need as much in play as possible. So even a little light might have been okay there.
It's quick.
Line's good.
97. I think it's all there, Kelly.
All you, line's good. Yeah, whoa,
Where do you think the best place for this yellow rock is?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's to it.
Top eight.
It's
It's
to
a
it.
good spot.
Wow,
Big,
okay.
but yeah. It's not.
13-7. It's to it.
Yeah,
Not
Peter,
the
Peter,
back.
Peter, get it back, get it back, get it back.
Going for plan B. Trying not
Okay.
to set up a pocket.
All right, good shot, a little up.
It's just getting quick.
Yeah,
Really quick.
A little bit hot.
Again.
They had some practice with this one, so hopefully they make it this time.
That was just through. Yeah.
They'll be a lot closer this time.
Sorry? I needed to grab something. It was
I
just
think
really quick.
this side of the ice is coming up
It's outside.
in
You
speed
gotta
pretty
curl
quickly,
it.
and it's surprised both
I
teams.
agree.
Everyone seems to be a little bit heavy.
Stay off.
Yeah, but this one's pretty big.
This one again is at least back 12, possibly through.
Sometimes that happens at our club by the third end. It starts to get real quick.
Okay.
It does.
You have to readjust.
How's that for a
It's really fast, right?
like a
One.
So Chris
Pardon?
split?
Ewing's confirmed that yellow is
We
first
did it again.
and third shot, and they're content just to draw to the top 8 foot again. Probably right where that E and W is in laneway. The word laneway, one of our sponsors here at High Park. If they could be at the top of the house, they'll be pretty happy.
Suze, a little bit. Susie, hard. Hard, Susie.
Did she say just 2? That would
So
be
just
a
a
Okay,
guard.
guard.
whoa,
That would be
whoa.
a guard.
Right there.
Stay on it.
Suze,
You got it.
Suze.
You can go behind it.
Hard. Little chip off. Hard. Come on. Come on. She's hard, love. Hard.
She didn't know
You
her
are.
own
It's beautiful.
strength.
That works, dude.
The way was pretty close to what Chris
I
wanted.
think,
Yeah, that's
Just
what I
over
thought.
curled a hair, but
you could have gone.
still a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Called you off. You guys had that.
No, we're
Yeah,
just
but I
gonna
gave
go
it a bit of an
behind
ad
it.
too, right? Like I knew I
think
kicked light.
I think it'll go. So, let's try.
I can. It was very powerful.
Peter Kavals is known for notoriously high splits that seem to carry forever. So always good to
Line's
check in with the
okay.
sweepers after that to tell them how much he think he may have added to his rock after at the release.
Curl. Lots of room. Okay, straight then.
Oh, shit. I hit that. I don't know
It's
how
got to
much.
go right back there.
I don't know how much I hit.
There's
but I
no
did
reason
something.
why I wouldn't try something again. Come around the own.
So a bit of deja vu for blue.
All right.
Bit heavy. And
It came out hot.
yellow has another chance to block off the 4 foot with a top house draw or guard.
Yeah, this time hopefully not curling so much. Stopping the in-turn draw. It'll be tough for blue to score.
It is. What do you think? Right on the W is pretty good?
Yep. That'd be a great
Okay.
spot for it.
Mid-8. Need 8 foot. Need 8 foot. Okay, whoa. Whoa. Susie. Kelly, get ready. Carve it! Kelly, Kelly!
What was that?
Hard, Kel, come on, hard. Beauty. That works, good job.
So that's a fine draw from Peter.
Good scrub.
Top button. Looks to be a third to a half berry.
I need them for it to curl just a touch.
Or pick that.
Yeah, but that line is actually like, that late hook is there.
Yeah.
So I
Meg,
kind of
go
give you a little more, hoping you might actually land like on the
And,
top.
Yeah, I know
Looks
you.
like lead Megan Cushing's coming down for strategy advice.
Bring it around.
Yeah, just
Well, I mean, I
don't
got-
call Susie, call Kelly to carve it. And
Well,
we
no, I
can
didn't
be
want.
side button.
I didn't want to hit her to hit it too soon. That was the
And
thing.
she seems to indicate that they got to open up the front to have
I got a 410 down.
a chance to score.
You were 425, I think they told me on my first.
That's what we're throwing.
Got a chance to make a double
Okay.
here.
You can spin the house if they want it.
You can either make the pocket double or you can
No,
make
other
the
side, the
straight
nose.
back double. Either one would be good for blue.
Agreed. And leaving Jeff some access to the forefoot for his last shots.
All the way, all the way.
Oh, you're kidding me. I didn't see that.
So that overcurled just a hair, but
Yeah, I don't
it
mind.
looks like blue is now
I don't mind that.
fourth
I don't
shot.
mind that.
okay.
But it is a rock that
Throw
they
it on the
can
outside, he's gonna go
either
for
tap back or
Yeah.
raise.
Or do we?
So that's positive for blue here.
Nah, there's too much shrapnel in the back.
There's a lot. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of catchers. Let's protect this.
Yeah.
We're still.
So I'm assuming.
So yellow
You
will
gotta come-
consider throwing
Yeah. Because if it
either a guard or perhaps even
All right.
try and come through that port
A little
between the
Yeah.
yellow and blue rocks at the top of the house onto Peter's draw that landed biting button. And yellow would be probably line
I
4
think,
again.
Like, yeah, either right in front of that blue. Or
Happy to
up
report
behind
that
it.
Chris Way has returned to the booth.
A couple of managerial other duties as assigned.
It never ends
It
here.
really doesn't.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that too. Alrighty.
So team
No.
Quelhas again putting on all the pressure.
All right, dude. You have 2 young kids to corral, dude.
And do we think
That's okay, dude. Don't worry about
Team Quelhas is sitting 2 or 3?
I think there are 3 right now. And Chris would be very happy to put another one in that hole
Soon to be
in line 4.
yeah.
But that's just a guess.
Would you ever consider hitting the blue if your team?
Easy, Kelly.
Whoa.
Close?
I think that's a relatively safe shot, as long as you hit it on the center line side of the blue rock.
Easy now, Kelly. Kelly. Kelly.
Yeah.
Good. Stay on it. Up.
Asking
up,
for the
up.
sweep here. That's going to come up a hair short.
That's
All right.
fine.
That's fine, guys. Good job.
So it's protecting the first shot rock in the forefoot,
Just backline weight to here.
but not the blue rock at 1 o'clock on your picture. That Jeff could choose to raise back if he wanted, or run back into the forefoot.
Is it 3 or 2?
It's for sure 2.
Okay.
I haven't taken a look at the top one. Maybe you want to take a look at it after he shoots.
It looks like he might be considering just drawing down to the shot rock with maybe back 4, back 8 weight.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, I think this is a safe shot. You could try the blue, that short blue run back. But if you ever lose that blue, it looks like
There's no control.
Team Quelhas would get a pile.
So Jeff hoping to come down with back 8 and push this yellow rock out of the forefoot. My circles need a little bit of help, but the general idea there.
No, it's excellent. It's, our first foray into telestration. I think it's going really well.
Yep.
Both, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, both.
Yep. Yep.
one curling on him, but it looks like they're by the guard.
His rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
what
goodness.
a shot. Wow.
Considerably more weight than I was guessing, but
I thought he
it's
said
paid off
back
for them.
line.
10-5, eh?
Looked like hack almost, but great shot from Jeff.
Yeah, and getting a great reaction from the crowd. I'm not sure if you can hear them in here.
Yeah, it seemed to bring this audience to life.
That's right.
It does, but it doesn't help us. Yeah.
So Team Ewing now with a short angle run back.
Thank you.
10-5, guys.
I was yelling for both of them.
Yeah, they'll be hitting their own rock back
Well, because I thought we were going to lose
and
them.
hoping to catch the blue.
Oh, wow. So it's like Panama Canal.
So the key to the shot is just being a hair on the high side or the broom side of the rock.
Easy, easy. Susie! Susie hard! Susie hard! Really hard, Susie! Really hard!
This looks really close.
And
Oh,
look at that.
Very good shot from.
Not only does he get the blue out of the forefoot, he actually gets it out of the house through all the wall of rocks.
Yeah, in the back. Yeah, sitting two now.
Where are you?
Sorry, hang on. I have to adjust.
Hey, right out of your butt.
So I don't think we can come
Vice Krumbalis confirming a little luck, but nonetheless a great shot.
Yeah.
I did not think it would clear back.
Big part of this game is just getting lucky,
Around a little bit, but there was
There's that if you're feeling good.
especially at this level,
I'm
club
trying
level.
to see how we can get two.
I don't think you can.
Well, no, as soon as we hit that, we're out there, right?
Well, yeah, because your second won't count that back. I don't think.
Team Rabson trying to find the angles to score multiple points here. I don't see anything for two.
I agree. A multiple is probably off the table at this point.
Yeah, I think you're just
know.
drawing for a single
I have
point
no
here.
idea.
What was
What do
that?
you mean?
You like
Or
that?
slashing the blue rock into the yellow.
Yeah.
Does that
yeah.
get us shot?
The question is, does it outcount?
No,
Well,
no,
the
no,
run
the
does it.
run.
You can't hit that directly.
No, I know.
Run.
The
That's
run,
above.
you said.
It should, yeah. Or there's the straight up.
It's the tap. You're right. That's
Right.
yeah, so you play the tap and you show the draw. Draw's really easy to tap.
Yeah, team lead Megan Cushing coming in to talk some sense into this back end.
And it looks like they're going to call the draw
Let's
to the
try that.
pin.
Sorry?
I'm guessing again.
You guessed really well the last time.
And even if they're a bit heavy, they'll come to the rock in the back 8 foot at about 6:30, 7.
Can they be shot if they come to the back one?
I think they'll only be second, but it's better than giving up 2
No.
or possibly 3 if they miss their slash.
Oh, no, not that.
Jeff's been a bit heavy with his draws so far, so maybe he can dial in with his out-turn draw here.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to be short on this one and risk giving up the 2. Coming to the back one's probably the way you want to miss if you're going to miss.
Should be good.
Where are you? Yep, Dawn. Yep. Yep.
Should be good.
Yep. Where are you?
Sweepers on this
Seem
one.
to like it.
Curling.
Mirror.
It's definitely curling. And is that going to be enough to tap it for shot? It's not, and we're going to throw another
Yeah.
one up for Team Quelhas.
Not a bad shot from Jeff there. Cuts
It really started to hook.
Yeah. it does.
yellow down to 1 instead of 2.
Yeah, I think the
Sorry,
weight
you
was
got it.
perfect there.
Mhm.
Just not taking enough ice on some of those draws.
Oh, sorry.
So Kevin and I are going to make take our leave for a few ends, and we've got some special guests coming in. When we come back, it'll be
Top 4.
Dante and Bugs Malone joining you.
Oh, I see.
Stick around.
1290? Thanks.
What the other jump for what?
Good.
He really threw it well.
Mine's really good.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is this thing on?
Whoa.
Is this thing on? Hello?
If and when you can,
I don't want to go.
A bit.
It's really carrying nice.
Okay.
I don't want to go. 13-9.
Okay. We're good, we're good.
Halt, I can. Good shot, Kelly.
We do.
Crazy. Actually.
Is he okay? Is he dying? I don't know. I'll check when I get down there.
It was coward. I don't know. I thought it was a good end. We stole. It was pretty good. Pretty good.
I got 90. I think we're good. You okay there? You look like you were choking.
Little less.
All right, so we got a little shift change in commentary here. You got Dante on.
And I'm Bugs Malone. I was concerned about the cough. Glad she clarified that it's going to be okay. But we'll have to monitor that. We'll keep you posted, folks.
You okay? We can send police.
Top 8. Do it, guys.
I think that's heavier top 8.
Curls.
Yeah, there you go.
So we had Rabson survive the last end.
No.
I think the skip is advising against with that.
I did say a little less.
It is less. It's true.
So I have some inside info on Rabson.
A little bit.
Just from Thursday night men's curling. He tries hard.
Bear down.
Control.
He made it to the main event. He succeeds.
Sorry?
No. Rolling behind.
You know what I want to do? Like, you'll have to excuse me, but that looks a little bit like a fish.
Oh, yeah.
Years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Little tight.
Is that a sardine? Or an anchovy?
Oh, look, it's like animated now. Okay.
Alan.
Going for the double. Got to hit it a little thicker.
Okay, I understand now.
What's up, Megan?
All right.
Good try.
Nice shot.
Start by getting one out. That's great.
10-5.
Oh, yeah? How about now?
So under another name, I've curled with both Chris Ewing and Jeff Rabson.
10-5.
These are our stage names. You know. In case there's any haters out there. You know.
Yeah.
I probably could have come off of it.
They.
So yeah. Okay, Kelly is a strong sweeper, but it's moving. It's moving. Hard for a piece. No. What am I saying?
Keep it on center.
Yeah, they got it. They got
Get
it.
a nice
Yeah.
No roll.
No roll?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's even better.
Yeah, it's typically been a little harder to hit
Just a hair.
outside edges of the sheet.
You want to go here? Or
So that's why they wanted the roll. The roll was good.
Well,
but
they
said-
didn't want to roll at all,
Either one.
but the roll they got, actually.
well, let's put one here for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Rabson's calling it's a good call because they need points.
Right. So they don't want
They
it to
can't
be
just be
clean.
hitting. They can't just be hitting stuff. They gotta use these rocks. They're one's behind the tee line, the other one's kind of out on the edge, so they're
Yeah.
usable. by
So the
back.
idea is it's a freeze, and it takes the other team 2 shots to make it not count. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet. You're not using it yet.
Line's okay.
I'm mean,
Line's kick.
thought he wanted the freeze. Yeah, it's got to move, right?
Yep.
It's T.
Yeah, for line.
Line only. It's bumping a bit. Bumping.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
If it rolls in front of the other yellow, it's not bad.
Okay.
That's
a good
actually
spot. Nice shot, Doc.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Just kill them both. Seriously, yeah.
It might be shot rock. It probably is shot rock. So that was a pretty good plan B.
I like 9.5.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was talking to Kelly and I was saying, well, you know, it's
It's
kind of hard to pick
Like, yeah.
who I'd like to win this game.
You can't say stuff like that, Dante. We want everyone to make good shots.
And I said, well, you know, I've curled with Rabson for a lifetime, but you make way better
Yep,
jams.
you got to go. Big ad. Hard count. Okay, whoa, whoa.
Kelly
Pete,
makes
Pete,
award-winning
Pete.
jam, in case you don't know.
Hard, Pete. Hard. 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 That's
Okay,
fine.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Roll everything
Good.
up.
Great
Yep,
job.
yep.
Go behind the guard. Behind the guard.
Dustin.
Yeah.
Yep, I like
We're
that
here.
call.
Yep.
Corner it or go behind the guard. I mean, those are your two good choices there.
And behind the guard
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure anyone who's watching this knows this, but, like, this would
Was
be
it
very good for
Yeah,
Rabson.
good ad. So, yeah, you were like.
He wants to be shot. He has to out-count. But he's looking to score more than one, so he can't have anything that's available
You're a
for an
healthy
open
nine.
hit.
It's outside. It's got to curl.
T.
Let's do it. You got to curl it. Needed that weight.
What do you think of that weight, Dante?
Wow. Yeah.
I think it's the
Looks like
back
it's
of the house,
sliding
eh?
a little bit.
You
Yeah.
can go now.
It's going to be back a T.
Oh, is
Or
it?
are you okay with that?
Just need to hide it.
All right.
That's
9.
that.
Yeah.
The first one we didn't
He'll
throw
just rip
through.
the guard.
Chris. He's going to throw
The
straight
lead that
on
he's
our
got,
right now.
this makes sense.
gonna
Rip
come
the
out like
guard,
8.5.
keep hitting.
Okay.
Well, they can't just remove the guard. They got to make a double at some point, right? Or Rabson has a shot for two
That
at the
was
end.
like I got 95. I think
95?
got
That's
last,
pretty
like
quick.
Like a lower number, but I got
Easy!
95.
Always Susie.
I
Hard,
know.
hard. Hard.
That's what she
Okay,
tells
well, yeah, we got to watch the jam.
me. Ho, ho, ho.
Hard, Kel, come on.
That's nice.
Ho, ho.
That's
Okay, that
nice.
I was thinking that the
Ah,
whole
works.
time,
I
but-
bet it
but-
works.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
ha-
great.
As Howard would say.
Going back
oh,
is there.
oh,
That's why it's wreck
oh,
curl.
oh.
Now, still, they would have preferred not to have the guard there, but I think they'll live happily with that result.
Yeah.
Dante, would you be happy
Yeah,
with that?
sitting too. I mean,
But they have left a guard, something for Robson to go behind,
Yeah, I like that.
which was not intentional.
so just switching gears now to freeze.
Robson has a bit of a superhero pose there. I like it.
Yeah, good spot.
Hand on the hip.
He's got the superhero jacket on. The Howard Fantasy Camp. How long ago did we do that camp?
How's the weight?
It's got to be
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more than 10 for sure.
Yeah, straight. Straight. Yeah. A blue one. Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah. That language is excusable. That's a lot of turning on that. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Robson's looking to catch a break, and it wasn't that, unfortunately. And that curled a lot because that had significant weight
Yeah,
too.
it curled a lot.
Yeah, a bit hot.
So if you're Ewing here, you're trying to hit it at sort of 1 o'clock. I mean, you just want to get rid of it, right?
Yeah, just punch it through the hole.
Yeah. Maybe he's looking
You don't
across
even
the
have-
face.
You don't have to keep your shooter.
Yeah.
And it's pretty straight out on the edges, so he's trying to hit the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, might
No
jam.
roll, no roll, no
Might
roll.
jam. Ooh.
Good job.
Okay, nice.
You okay? You blow a tire? Good job, man. Thank you. I like that call, Chris. I think you were trying to hit it They spilled the back blue one too. Yeah, I thought so. I had an inkling.
That inkling
She
was
able to
correct.
jump as soon as
Well,
before
yeah,
she
she
slipped there.
didn't Control!
Maybe we should switch seats, Dante, because I'm realizing other than my fish, I don't really have a lot to add to the drawing here. You could probably call the shots better than I could. But with me being lead usually, so, you know.
Bugsy, you've skipped your share of games. I think you're pretty good.
What constitutes a share? Okay, so Rabson's gonna like hit this
hit and
here,
roll a
and then he'd love to hit
Try
it
to-
there, and then there.
Pick it out.
You know,
Thought it was getting ours.
that's what we'd be going for.
So I came by to catch the blues thinking you were going to catch. Yeah.
No, I don't catch
I
rocks.
don't catch rocks.
I gotta be pitching them. I don't know. No?
Yeah, Rabs isn't tough here.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, and with only 8 ends to play, you know, he needs something soon.
Good call, Kelly.
Yeah, no, good call, Kel.
Trying to generate some points, but the Ewing team's just kind of slamming him out of there, so.
Actually, my first thought was to get rid of the corner.
Yeah, me too.
So he's saying here his first thought was a corner, like a corner freeze on their own. Is that what
We're
you
already
think?
seating 2.
Yeah.
We get rid of the corner. Let's get
I
rid of the
also
corner.
don't mind top 8.
No, get rid of the corner.
Get rid of the corner.
Yeah.
What's he mean?
Take out that high yellow corner guard.
Ah, the guard. Right. Yeah.
I don't think he cares. I really don't think he cares.
Yes, we do, Peter.
All right.
We do.
Care a lot.
Some of us just
Make that shot. We might care a little bit. Yeah.
That's a little friendly banter.
10-5.
How many viewers we got out there? Any way to tell?
Are you done? Shooting?
You know, I think some people like to watch this after
Whoa.
to record it, so they can skip the commercials.
Kelly.
Oh, Dante.
Really hard, Kel. You got to go for a piece. Hard, Kel. You got to go for a piece. Come on, Kelly. You got it.
Wow.
I'll take it.
Ah,
Nice
sorry,
try.
guys,
Okay.
Too much.
Whoops,
Yeah.
That's our rock. It was like
Kelly Williams, she is a strong sweeper, that gal.
Time.
Good job, Kelly.
Good job, Kel.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It falls out.
Gotta deal with that.
No, I was just up. I was just
Well, it does. It can fall a bit if you throw it hard, but if you get it out, it's not coming back. So that's really what Chris is
If
saying.
you're not shot, you're.
Right, so we might as well just hit it.
I'm thinking we leave you something for just a draw at the end, right? I don't know.
Yeah, desperate times.
No,
I don't know.
that would be
Corner on
hit.
that.
I'll put something right
Hitting
there.
it,
Yeah.
hitting it, and rolling in front of the yellow at the back.
But there's still a lot of separation there right now. That
Yeah.
Chris won't let that stand.
measurement. Dun.
Right there would be
Yep.
all right.
Caps.
Yeah, if you could get a double and
So
then
a bit more.
Yeah, I think that's what
Like,
they're
imagine
asking
that's
about,
four.
right?
get a
Yeah.
double and then
By my eye.
take one maybe. Get on the board.
You don't need a double to take one.
True. You know, but if you can keep your shooter around at the edge of the house and
Yeah. I mean, what you don't want, well, I mean, it's still that corner guard's far enough. Just makes it harder on Rabson if Ewing then draws behind that because
According to my law.
he's got to get a little closer to the pin to be sure to count.
Switch that and put that at time all the time. What? When I go to clean my rock, my watch
How am I
goes
going to get a
here.
pick?
You got to get one of
Away
these.
my
man.
You
dirt.
keep saying that.
It just hangs back there. You just let go. Don't worry about it. It never gets in the way of the rocks.
Never inside the rock. It's in the way.
Like a broom, anything.
Okay. So which rock are we on there, Dante? Is it Robson's first or is it still? Yeah, it's Robson throwing. Yeah. Jeff's throwing.
I do also think that line is a little bit fall. Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
yeah.
feed it a bit, but it does fall out.
I don't know.
We're
Oh dear.
close.
Uh-oh.
Now you're putting them out.
yeah, you put them out, they're never coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leaves him a double though and a roll behind.
Let
You
him
can
go
actually
for it.
hold
I
those
mean,
rocks if you throw a little bit less weight.
Probably
And you
the
can
call.
tighten up
I think
the
if you
ice.
do this,
You can get
it's
the
fine.
sweepers to
No
hold
curl.
it.
I would rather do this and give them only half of the floor.
That was our experience
All
yesterday
right, you know what?
anyway.
Let's come this way.
Don't really know what the ice is like today.
I
We
don't
didn't
wanna
play
come.
today.
No?
I think it's going to
It
fall.
crossed right where the broom was.
So
Food out, eh?
Fine.
they're talking about trying to get it
It's a
here
good plan B, I think. That's why.
so that you're covering half and that Rabson can't hit and stick around.
Can't you achieve that by just icing here?
Not accurately enough, no. We
Okay.
haven't had anything that close to the
If
middle.
you're liking
so,
it, okay, let's do it. Halfway
okay.
through the B?
Yeah, I think I'm actually right there.
Okay.
But with that ice, what do you think? What are they trying to do there, Dante?
Yeah.
They're not going to get to there with that ice, I don't think.
If
I
it
mean, they
hangs
could be
at all,
trying to,
try and get
I don't know.
front bars, but ideally we want to try and get it like.
We're gonna
Rabson's
find
got
out-
one
Yeah.
shot left, so.
We'll
Yeah,
find
good
out
idea.
how much it curls.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yeah. What do you think?
Maybe they're trying to do with that ice. Maybe they're trying to do something like. No, I don't want that.
Okay, so be ready. If it's hanging shoes, we're going to try and guard our shot, okay?
I haven't.
Right.
Okay.
This morning I haven't heard.
So I think they are calling for something on this line, like covering half of the shot rock so that Rabson can't easily hit and stick.
I think he's trying to
like way
force
too much.
Jeff to draw.
Line's pretty good.
Yeah,
What do you got?
basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
Easy now. Still needs to curl.
Okay, you can go a bit.
It
Kelly,
needs to curl. It needs to curl. Stay on it. Needs to curl. Stay on it.
Where?
Stay on it. Get it on. Hey, right there. Easy, easy, easy. It's real nice.
Okay. Well, I clearly did not understand
very
what they wanted to
A
call.
little deep. All right, good try.
Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah.
Little
Okay.
deep, he said.
That still works because if he hits and
just,
sticks, he's not
yeah,
shot
Yep.
Okay.
on either of those.
So actually, I
A foot higher.
I think in some ways that's a tough replacement for Jeff, right? Because he's got to come in like this. If it were higher,
I didn't think you were. I got an 8.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what they told you, but I saw it out of hand.
He's hitting.
he is hitting.
Looking for a roll, maybe.
Ay. I actually don't like this.
Right, this pays down here. No, catch rock is my new secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he hits it a little, if he crosses nose a bit, which I'm assuming he's looking
Was it?
for, he'll get both and be shot rock.
Okay. I don't know. It seems to me some of them are not going exactly as planned. I would not be calling this. I'd try for the draw, actually.
Yeah, it's a draw against 3 though. That's a big pressure shot, right? Like the hit is a safer shot because he might live to see another end, right?
Okay.
So that's why he's calling the hit here.
Yeah, it is.
I do
And
understand.
if he hits it in the right place, he'll get them both and stick around for one, be on the board.
And the crowd will cheer, too. He'll have that as well,
He'll have
you know.
that too.
Some spectators, okay, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, yeah.
Needed to cross the field.
Yeah, that's a tough game for Rabson there.
Oh yeah.
It's another steal, a 2 to bring the total 6-0. It's tough to come back from that.
Sugar. Susie.
Yes, we are.
So I see Kavals tied it up
We are good.
on sheet 2.
Play one more.
They're going to play one more, they've said. Okay.
You fired
That's
those?
all root for Rabson.
No.
They're going to get a point.
Playing.
We're playing.
We're playing. It's the playoffs. It's the Sunday championship game.
You know, the advertisers demand
That
a minimum of
is-
6 of the 8 games.
Well,
so.
that's just the right answer.
Yeah.
Championship game.
Delivery and just.
You're gonna play at least 6 ends.
Oh,
Hey, wouldn't it be great if one of them did an Aidin style shot, like just for fun?
I pinched the
Sure.
break
Yeah.
from what he put down.
I think we
and
can
cut.
plant the seed from the booth.
But
I would love to see that.
anything I wasn't worried about.
I think it
over,
requires a
Mine's
bit
good.
of practice.
didn't go.
Line's good.
They can all
Try to do it
try.
whole.
Suze, a little bit, Suze. Hard, Suze. Come on, love. Hard.
Oh, we better switch the camera here.
okay.
Is that for us to do here?
Only for line. You got tons of weight.
Yeah, I know. It was just line.
Okay.
A little bit of punishment for last night, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll just cycle through some of these camera shots so that. That's it, Ellie.
Okay. Oh, great. I was just throwing
Bugsy.
That's good.
Sorry, bud.
My fault.
I was happy with the way
Tight.
you threw that.
And what?
I was happy with the way you threw that.
It didn't curl.
Girl.
I even
Line's
tightened
good.
the ice up.
I like it.
I
Top
even tightened
8,
the
top
ice up.
12.
Okay, well done.
A bit more, and it's
Just
still.
want it, I just want it tight.
Nice.
Just tight.
It's more. It's more. It's to it. She's
No, it's
right.
not.
Pretty much is. 14-6.
Well, as soon as he oversweeps it, it will be now. Yeah, go for it. Give it a go.
It's there on its own.
Okay, that's fine,
That's
dude.
fine.
Control.
Second guard.
Or here.
Yep.
I like that a lot.
Because we did so well the last time, and they
Here?
doubled,
You did throw
doubled it out. So.
I got a 75 on the first and an 81.
We're scoring.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, the weight was great. Throw the same, and we'll put it wherever we want. Yeah. Yeah. Throw the same.
Oh, I've already thought about it. That is a for sure. Did you want to throw some rocks?
Those rocks are close together.
Yep, as far as you can. As far as you can, Dawn. Okay.
So it seems quite likely that this is the last end here.
Just tight, Suze.
I have to say, the Quelhas team, skipped by Chris Ewing.
There, Suze.
They're showing here why they won the aggregate, why they were at the top of the standings. And
I'm there.
just haven't.
It's on its own.
Okay,
Oh,
well
you know what?
done.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Well done.
Uh-oh. I did that.
It's
Uh-oh.
really carrying, Chris.
No. No.
Little bump.
Sorry?
Pete,
14-5.
Pete.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't pay attention to the score. I
That's fine.
misentered
All
something.
We know that line now.
And
Trying to fix it. It's 6-0 right now.
yeah,
God, Suze.
Now.
Can we do this now?
Well,
Yep.
I'm happy with that outcome. That was a 403.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, if you change the
I know that only the back one's gonna go.
It's all
the
okay.
home button, maybe that'll let you change it. No?
Just
Curl. You gotta curl it.
Curl. Yeah.
Curl.
Yeah.
We could do that, but only if we write them down.
Go.
All the way. All the way.
Go. Not even at center. Gotta get to center. Gotta get to center.
Well, I think we're all rooting for Rabson to get a point.
Yeah, I like that. Yep.
But Ewing, of course, Chris is gonna do his best to stop that from happening. So he's calling for a guard to protect that
That
cluster.
same release, so your release was real nice.
Like that was probably
And
I
now we're
see
on.
the hand of God fix the score.
and it still didn't come out.
Oh, excellent.
409.
It's nice to know we're not, all on our own here,
That was
Dante.
right.
No.
Takes a village.
No.
Not that. Kelly.
He's
No.
saying no.
8 foot.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you are in. I believe that.
No, we're good. Line's great. No, line's fine.
Just going to
Line's fine,
bump
guys.
up
Line's
against
fine.
their cluster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yikes. I think Jeff's actually got to do something on this because he needs this to be more open even to be able to have a draw at the end. Like right now,
That's a great
I think
it's
you just
tough.
throw tons of weight at that.
Normal.
Try to make a bunch of rocks go away.
I don't know how many you can make go away.
You got to try, Allie, because
That's one strategy. I hear you. However, like I said, I'm thinking that's tough. These two guards aren't helping Rabson.
Curl, curl.
you got Tom
Okay.
throwing the heavyweight here. He's going to get a few.
Yeah.
That's good. It's looking better. He left the shooter on top there.
Nice shot,
Use
Donna.
it.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. That's a
shot.
great shot.
Okay, that moves things around a bit.
Yeah, you had to do that. You know, in a situation where you're trying to generate points, you don't really want to be hitting, but when you have 4 opposition rocks in the house, you got to hit. You got to try to move them around so that you set something up.
I don't mind this
Even if later on you just want to use those 2 yellow rocks,
just to take away this.
push them back.
So there's
I do understand what you're saying, Dante, but I'm just not sure I agree.
Yeah.
You
The
know?
scoring zone was nil. Prior
I know,
to
but these
drawing
are the
shots.
circumstances are that they want to get 1 point. They've already said they're shaking.
So we're trying to put it
So I think,
either
you know, it's still tough, right?
there or above it, just to take away the
Oh.
promotion. Okay.
Are we talking too loud?
No, they're not. They're
Anywhere from
they're not.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Sorry, there are not two
I'm gonna
small children in here. They're hiding.
Yeah, that's
Hello. What do you want to say to the fans?
Oh, I wanted to say that I love curling.
Right on.
I've been curling for half of my life, and I also love this club.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. And we're getting hugs in here. This was the right shift.
Thanks for the hug, guys.
I wish we were on TV. This is a special moment. Aw. You kids are great.
Okay, whoa, little wide, little wide. Okay, there we go. Cal. Oh, you gotta go. Okay, whoa.
Kavals
whoa,
dropped
whoa.
another 3 there in the 4th end. That's the
Yikes.
game.
Well, he had
Kelly,
really
Kelly.
good games yesterday,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Whoa.
it's nothing lasts
I
forever.
mess up the angle. That was all. That works, dude.
Yeah,
That works.
That's
Yep.
a nice shot. The Quelhas team hasn't really been missing much. They're very tough competition tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Stop, Pete.
Oh, you know what? This is 6, right? The score for 5's not up.
Instead of 13. Yeah, it felt like that. Yeah.
You want to split
Good
them?
leg.
Yep.
Yeah, where you're snow plowing. Yeah, and then at the end you had to go a little bit because it did start to hook at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, you're ready to go. It's just, you know.
Okay. Okay. A heavy throw.
I don't know what you just said, but I'm gonna agree with you. Oh, okay. Curl.
No, we're by it. Stay on it. Stay on it.
Actually, really good.
Yep.
That's a pretty good shot. Oh no.
If it had stopped a little sooner in front of the yellow,
I didn't realize you hit it so thin.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's just open with no backing to just push it out the back of the house.
Yeah.
If it had stopped in front of one of those yellows, it would have been fantastic because they could have bumped it up a little bit and left the yellow as backing.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, Team Rabson is desperate for points right now, so you want to keep as many blue rocks in play with yellows backing them up right now. It's their only way out of this jam.
I don't know. Yeah.
Whoa. Easy, Kelly. Stay close. Yep. Hug, Cal.
Hard, Quelhas!
Hard to see from this angle, but it's not looking like what they wanted, I don't think.
Perfect.
Oh,
Great job.
I stand
Got
corrected.
enough
That
of
was
it,
great.
and that was exactly what Chris called. He
Yeah.
wanted that little roll on top there.
Dude. It took me
Yeah.
a second to wrap my head around
That
what
was a
the
killer
was
shot
setting
right
up.
there.
Yeah.
Well,
Great.
I wanted to get yellow.
Getting Rabson to hit again.
I thought the little tip could work.
Normal.
Okay.
Rabson to hit again when he really doesn't want to hit.
I didn't. I told them.
He has no
Susie
choice.
and Kelly, I
Like,
wasn't gonna
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Try to draw in around that? I mean, you could. And, you know, at this point, I might actually just try drawing around all that mess just to get on the board.
Straight.
It might be all right. She give it a little flick.
Right up,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, if you got one where
Whoa,
Jeff's right
whoa.
foot is, you know, if you were able to draw into sort of that area, then Chris would be able to get him out. Okay.
Put it back, sir?
Yeah, I think so, dude. Just a hair out.
Here?
Yep.
Jeff looks dejected.
Well, it's tough. I'd like him to get a point.
Okay, put it back.
It's okay.
Anywhere from a 3 to a 4.
Looking for you tonight.
Okay.
I think I've been curling with Rabson for 18 years now. And Jeff, he calls a good game, for sure. But sometimes it just doesn't go your way, you know? You just miss by an inch or two, and it...
Easy, Kelly.
Look at it,
Easy.
situations like
Whoa.
this.
Easy, Kelly.
Your
Needs to
opposition
curl.
doesn't
Susie,
miss anything,
hard.
and
Yep,
you're just
Susie,
in a
gotta
tight
go.
spot all the time.
Hard, CD. Stay on it. Stay on it. Drag it, drag it, drag it. Come on now. Back to center. Back to center. Stay on it. Back to center.
There is some Crimbalis and
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Ewing.
Great job, guys. Great job.
There's definitely enthusiasm in the calls.
Yeah.
It's almost like we know what we're doing.
Try the draw.
But it is. It's open for it.
Helen's
Gotta
not
go right
saying.
there.
Helen's not saying
Under there.
anything.
I just don't know about these hits. I just
Gotta
don't
hit it
see
there.
him
Yeah.
clearing enough out.
There are two blues hanging around.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing the raw catching thing again, potentially.
But yellow's first, second, and third.
Yeah. This is Rabson's last rock.
You get the feeling this isn't our style of game. Yeah. Killing myself.
Yeah, it's a tough game, Jeff Rabson.
Yeah. No, Megan's side.
Oh, looks like they may have put the score for the wrong team there on sheet 2, because now it's changed, and Kavals is leading by 3 points.
What? No.
I think he's got it.
I think so.
Okay. Interesting.
Shot, bud.
Nice
Yeah.
shot,
Okay.
Gav.
Okay, it
Yeah,
was.
short's
It
fine.
Wasn't
Huh?
Skip's last rock.
Yeah.
It was his first rock.
No, we need a little more.
2 more rocks, and
Great shot.
what do you think's
Thank you.
happening there on?
Okay,
I think
I'd
they
like
switched
to
the
get it, like,
scores.
top 4
I
now.
think the
No price. You're even tight on
the 5 was above the 6, and then they switched it.
Wow. This is very different from when it last, like at least I last played.
I know.
Because
I
Kavals
saw
is
the
yellow.
Games yesterday. And
Is it? I'm not sure that
Yeah.
he is. I thought he was blue.
Today?
No, he's
Yeah.
blue. Kavals is blue.
like, where's the cream?
Because Baty took the first few ends. So, yeah, Kavals is blue.
Ouch.
Easy, Kelly. Easy.
Yeah. Okay, where? Where?
How deep?
Kelly. Oh, clean it. Clean it. Clean it.
Oh, Pete seems
Clean it.
to spy that blue.
Hard. Hard, you got a good one. Hard.
Looking really good.
They do.
Hard.
Yeah.
Just sweeping just to make sure it doesn't go. Yeah,
Yeah.
really nice draw. Beautiful draw. Beautiful call by Peter. Yeah.
I waited.
Well, you know, I'm actually not
Jeff's
so
just
sure
got to come
because
in with a little bit more weight, heavier draw, and
exactly
use
he
his
can get to
backing.
that and
Yeah,
and
just tap it back a little.
exactly.
Get his.
So you know, higher would have been better, really.
Yeah, I think they were hoping to bury.
Curl it right behind,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Very smooth.
Well, they had to curl. They had to sweep
You
it to
realize
keep it
you didn't even
straight
come
so
close
that they
to
wouldn't
cleaning
rack.
up your footprints, right?
Oh, we got to
I
follow.
think a wreck might have been better. But again, I do want Rabson to score. So if they'd racked, if they'd bounced off their blue,
and get inside that.
Oh no, what am I?
A little.
Sorry, if yellow had bounced
most of the
off
rock
the
is-
blue, yellow would be
Bit of the
blocking
rock
this
is above
shot.
tee.
Or bounced off the yellow. They came pretty close.
Yeah,
touching
either.
both of those.
I'm just saying, I think either of those would have been better than this has made it easier for Rabson.
Has that pizza arrived yet?
Yes,
no
it
problem.
has.
No. These folks get it later, so it'll be warm for them. So
Well, there's some cold stuff for them.
yeah.
Breakfast of champions. Cold pizza from last night. The rock's been released.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
No sweeping. No sweeping happening.
Needs to curl a bit. Yeah.
Megan
Yeah.
needs to be on it.
Yeah.
It's going by.
Oh no. Oh, so not good. The understatement. Oh no. So they're gonna play him back?
Three.
Three. Okay.
You think we push them back? Okay.
Okay. Well, that's a wrap,
That's
fans.
a wrap, folks.
Thanks, Donna.
Thanks.
Tough game
Guys.
for Jeff Rabson. I saw at least 2 draws go through the house. So
My cousin drove
Just a-
all the way from
just a tough game.
to get my ass. But whatever.
We'll be back next year,
Yeah.
folks.
No, West Side. Sorry.
Dante signing off.
Yeah. Same with Bugs Malone. Here come the professionals. Phew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No longer his favorite.
Okay, Megan, I'm trying to push you guys. Quit stealing them all.
None of us threw a good rock today, so except for Megan. Everything else was heavy. Well, and Jeff and I were saying the last time I played.
Likewise, Kelly, you had a great
2.5
game.
weeks ago, or whenever it was.
Every time you put it, every
Try
time
not
you
to
put
fall
it
over.
in the
Thank you.
forefront,
Thanks.
right? Every time.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
something you have to address later, right?
Sorry, Jeff.
I didn't do anything. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jeff, what do you have, bud?
I'll have a sparkling water, please.
Which one?
Well, I don't think it's Perrier, but I don't know what it's called.
The
Okay.
plain, just the plain.
The plain
sparkling
guy? Okay.
water.
Welcome back to the Sunday Open Finals. We have switched our coverage to sheet 2. comes the attempt from Rob Kavals. Blue Rock coming down. And crashes on the guard. So the yellow rocks thrown by John Baty steal. It looks like at least a point, maybe two there in the fifth end. And as we come back in the sixth end, yellow is throwing to the top house. You hear the applause in the background. The Quelhas Ewing team has just come in from their victorious romp on sheet 3.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Peter. So it was a confirmed steal of 1 for Baty, which puts them up 7-3 after 5 ends. Got to figure Kavals is going to go hard for a multiple here. And electing for a second corner guard on the left side. So we have 2 completed games here on our Sunday Open Finals. The main event final and also the C event final.
D
event final, pardon me.
Yeah, Glandfield takes that win over Team LeBlanc.
Shooting LeBlancs today.
Apparently, yes. Yeah, Team Glandfield with a big 6-ender in the 5th end to go up 9-1.
We also have some action on sheet 4 with Team Gray up 5-3 over Team Chuprina, playing the 6th. Team Gray with hammer.
And we can pull up sheet 4 and 5 for you, show you what's going on. Oh, lovely shot.
Very nice shot.
Yeah.
Chuprina staging the comeback.
Trying. Big steal 5. Big steal 2 in the 5th end. Yeah.
And speaking of big scores, it looks like Team Wells is on the board on sheet 5.
Yeah,
with a 5-ender.
Big 5-ender.
Which has cut the deficit in half. The Rideout team up 10-5, playing the 7th.
So let's head over back to sheet 2.
Team Gray taking too long.
Yep. That's a really nice, delicate tap from Team Kavals.
Yeah, an important shot because it keeps the blue shot in play at the top of the house and even leaves a yellow rock at the back of the house as a potential catcher or jam rock. So Rob is setting up for a big end by having blues at the top of the house and yellows at the back of the house.
Team Baty drawing in to sit that 3rd point. And this is going to be a bit deep. Probably going to stick around for 3rd shot, but leaving Team Kavals with some backing.
Yeah, Rob won't be too disappointed with that outcome. And he may elect himself to try that out turn or counterclockwise come around, but going to make a play on the front.
Throwing down weight here, that's a smart call. You want to make sure you're keeping as many blues in play as possible. Yeah, I think I saw the top
for hack weight.
Yeah, top shot stone back to the just out position.
Rock's curling pretty hard. Gonna get to the nose, and that's a great result for
really good shot. Shot stone behind cover. Left the yellow in play, but I think that's okay. So we're down to Skip's Rocks on sheet 4. Let's take a look at what's going on over there. Skip Jessica Shipmaker's stone comes up a hair short. It's going to leave a 4-foot open for a draw for Jen Gray, defending last year's champion.
Jen has a 6-person team, and they made wholesale changes after the 4th end, bringing in Rob and Erica, the front end, who are sweeping now, replacing Graham Singer and Brendan Philp. Jen's draw on the way.
Colin sweeper's on.
about that last one. I'll do it now.
They're by the guard,
Sweepers
just.
on this. Can they make it? Yes.
And that's an excellent draw for one. Little love tap on Rob Gray's derriere for a rock well swept.
Well, that's a single point, and I think we'll see a couple more ends from this team. Back to sheet 2. Both guards gone now.
And looks like a wide open hit for John Baty, and it's made. Good job to avoid the junk at the back.
Made to sit 3. Team Kavals is going to have a think about this.
So he's electing to make a play on the T-line rock. Enthusiastic as always. Confident. And the call is made.
I think that's the right call. The only way you bring that top blue back into play is by removing this stone. You can bunch some rocks together in the back of the 8-foot.
Agreed.
Hope for a miss and maybe get a shot at a deuce or 3.
Pretty close here. Got a third of a rock.
Yeah, really close. That's a
excellent.
Pistol.
Well done. Mel T with a great hit and roll, sitting in front of the back yellow and maybe a quarter behind that guard. John has to chase it. If he hits what he can see of that rock, he'll be able to squeeze it out and maybe lose the back yellow shooter as well.
How many years do you think John Baty's been curling, Kevin?
Well, I think he invented the sport.
Long before I think either of us were alive. But still kicking.
I think he was a co-founder of curling. I'll check with him on that later.
Yeah, still loves the sport.
Avid curler and an avid golfer.
Yeah.
John is a two-sport phenom.
I've heard he used to be a runner.
Oh,
Like
I
a
did
long,
not know
like a
that.
marathon, long-distance runner, yeah.
That would make sense. Some of his games are marathons. He is well trained.
So we've got 2 sheets off. Championship game and the D final, both a bit of a blowout. John Baty looking to put this one away.
Sweeper's down to hold it. It's looking pretty good.
By the guard.
And
Precision.
Precision doesn't even
pick
hit the yellow
John
rock
Baty.
back there. Yeah. Looks like Rob's going to come around his guard at the top of the house. Fly shot on probably Stu Sankey's right eye would probably be the best possible outcome for Rob at this point. We have to get this telestrator back for the last kick.
Yeah, me some illustrations, that's for sure. Another shout out to Patrick Morris at Infinity Curling for helping us out with the stream. I think this is the best one yet.
I would agree with that. The curling lounge is getting livelier.
Yeah, we've got a couple of games off now.
More noise back here. Everyone eager to see if Rob Kavals can hide this draw somewhere behind the guard or maybe frozen to one of the back yellows.
Sweepers are on it. Very close, probably touching that top one.
Great effort from the sweepers.
Sitting third and fourth stone, but the double is still available on those back two yellows, I think.
Currently, I would agree with you. So John will probably look to put a rock either fully buried in the 4-foot or protecting that double that you were just talking about, Chris. So that would be a decent outcome for John, or if he was able to get all the way in.
Yeah, I think sitting three here is the goal. Oh, those circles are getting a lot better, Kevin.
Thank you.
Just takes practice, eh?
It does. We're in the 6th end, so I feel like I'm getting there now. So yeah, John can make either one of these shots, and his team would be pretty happy with him.
Yeah, those will be really good. Even if he's a hair short, not in the house, or at least not counting three, it's going to be pretty good. Team Kavals is not going to have a lot of options. I think the only thing you can't do here is be deep.
Sweepers on this as well. They seem to like it. Looks like they're just past the guard. Look at that.
That's an excellent shot.
Full 4-foot.
Wow.
Excellent draw, John.
Well, that's going to force Team Kavals to go to the other side of the sheet. Maybe play the tap.
So like you predicted, Chris, Rob's going to have the draw to the button for one. Both of those blue rocks, although raisable, not very high percentage shots. And tough.
Yeah, really tough. I think the draw for one is probably the call.
Rob Kavals has made a career of these draws here at High Park Club. He may have done more intern draws than anyone at this club.
Last rock on its way here in the 6th. Rob Kavals drawing against 3.
Line looks fine.
Sweepers are on it.
They can get past the guard. They'll be really
Will
close.
they get by the guard? No. That's going to chip off. I think sits second.
I think he got second shot.
Might be just a steal of 1 for Team Baty.
So with an additional point, yellow would take a 8-3 lead.
And let's head over to sheets 4-5. Some rocks in play on sheet 5. That's the Guinness rings, where Team Scott is looking to make a comeback. Down 10 last end. Scored 5. Now trying to steal a bundle here. But it looks like Team Rideout is sitting 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, that one on the button looks pretty good and pretty hidden.
This looks like a run back attempt from Team Scott. Thrown by Team Vice Mark Wells.
Hair wide. So they've opened up the shot rock. Yep. Well, over on sheet 4, Team Gray looking to make a pick or a half shot hit on the yellow rock at 8:30 p.m. And if they can pick that, they'll lie 2 or nose it and squeeze out both those rocks that are almost touching. They'll also be line 2.
Yeah, Team Gray's got a pretty commanding 3-point lead here. Looking really good to at least force Team Chuprina into a point. If Team Gray can remove this Yellowstone, I'm not sure you're going to see more than one from Team Chuprina. They've got the sweepers on this one. Over curling on them a hair. Yeah, and that one's going to stick around in the house. Yeah, tough to tell from our angle whether it's no. I think it's still one blue. So I think you'll see Team Chuprina remove that stone, and we have another final. Team
Rideout.
Scott Rideout winning the trophy event final. Congratulations to them. Decisive victory over Team Richard Scott.
I got a little nervous when they gave up a 5, but that, that 10-point cushion just saved them.
You can give up 5s when you're sitting when you're up 10.
You can laugh about it too when you give up 5 when you're up 10. Usually it's hard to absorb a 5-point end, but
they had some insurance this time.
They did. That means our last 2 games are on sheet 2 and 4. As Team Chuprina attempts to make the double. Sorry, the hit to lie 2. See if their shooter hangs around, just rolls out.
Just rolls out. So Team Gray is going to have a chance to hit.
Opting for the outturn hit again.
Well, they're looking at another rock there. There might be another one in play. Let's see if I can get.
They might be able to. Of a blank. So Chuprina will be forced to take 1 and be down 2 without hammer. But first, take care of the business at hand. Get rid of this yellow. Sarah Jagger holding the broom, another member of the Women's Championship final last night. Of Team Lee and Sakis. And with a little help from the outside sweeper, Jen makes a perfect nose hit.
Nose hit. Tough call here. Could try to blank, be down 3 with hammer, or down 2 without.
Yeah, unfortunately, from our vantage point, we're not sure if there's another blue rock back there or not. So I don't know if this is the straight blank or if Team Chuprina needs to nose this to take one. And there is a rock there, and it looks to be biting, so.
This is really moving on them.
Yeah.
Well, that one's going to roll out. And
So this is the question, is whether that rock was on or
rock
not.
is in. And I think we're going to see a measure here. So
Survey says.
And that looks like it might be a blank end. So we are going to 8. And we'll turn our attention over to sheet 2.
John Baty, line 2, again.
Yeah. And this rock curling, going to be on the guard. It's going to probably jam on those yellows in the house.
And that'll be still 2 yellows. John opting to protect both of his shot rocks just left of the center line.
Sweeper's nowhere near this one.
Going for blood. Lying probably 3 now.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Maybe even 4. Yeah. But a couple of doubles available for Team Kavals.
Yeah, I'm not sure the freeze is an option for Rob now, considering how many rocks are there. So I think it is advisable for him to attempt to remove 1 or 2 of those rocks, or at least move them out of the 8-foot.
Yeah, I think clearing up the middle, clearing up the front is probably necessary at this point. Make sure you've got a shot for your 1. I'm trying to remember what the score is. I don't think it's 7-3. I think it might be 8-3.
It is 8-3.
So yeah, this requires scoring at least 2, probably 3. If you can't get 3, then you know your game's pretty close to over.
Nice looking shot, though.
Oh, an unfortunate spill up. Still in the rings, but not sitting shot or second, or maybe 3rd.
Looks like John's leaving his broom at the home end. Expecting, oh, no, he took it with him.
There you go.
I was jumping the gun. thinking he was expecting this to be his last 2 shots.
Well, probably a guard here from John Baty. Would you ever take a run at that back one, Kevin? That back blue? Is it worth it?
I don't think that's a bad call at all.
It's a pretty tight port you have to navigate, but
if you were a hair wide, you'd get rid of that guard.
Even peeling the guard, I was just thinking, even peeling the guard is not the worst case.
But even still, John would not want to flirt with that hit and risk taking out one of his own yellow ones, so he will throw a draw. Likely into this area in front of his shot rocks. And if he's a little heavier than top house, doesn't hurt them at all. As promised, John Baty delivers a nice tight guard.
Yep. That's a good shot. This is going to leave Rob Kavals with a very thin double. Try to sit shot zone.
So yeah, if Rob could get that yellow rock furthest left on your screen, hit it about as thin as possible and roll into the pocket, maybe getting some action on the yellow rock that's in the forefoot on the Asahi logo, getting some yellows moving and leaving his blue rock perhaps tucked or a little buried as shot rock. I'll be pretty happy with an outcome like that.
Where are the other 3?
Oh my goodness, did he find the hole? He did not find the hole, but unlucky.
Unlucky there, but pick shot stone off the forefoot.
John with tons of options. He could draw around this long blue guard. He could also park a guard in front of his second shot rock. And alternatively, he could run, not run, but play a T-line back 4 draw. And tap one of his existing rocks.
Yeah, I like all those options.
Sky's the limit for John here.
I think sitting
There's not
two,
a lot he can do to hurt himself.
Yep, I think sitting 2 is the important thing here for John. That shot stone is pretty well buried. I'm not sure you need to worry about Team Kavals going after it.
Just waiting for this final circle to. There we go. Not so bad. Looks like he's at least back 4.
Pretty good. It looks like it might wreck on the shot stone. got quite a bit of weight. Things up a little bit.
It's a pretty good result. It's very tough for Rob to score 1 here.
Yep.
Chris, you must be disappointed looking at the scoreboard. Not a prospect of an extra end here tonight. I know how much you love a double E.
Well, never say never, Kevin.
Sounds like you've been talking to our Sunday rec curlers who
yeah, what a championship.
had a championship final for the ages today.
This afternoon, down 8-1. Team Empire Strikes Back comes back to win. And not even in an extra.
I think they're still in the club drinking.
I have a cell phone. Oh, look at my cell phone. Okay, what do you guys want? You just want 2 Coronas?
And the intern needs to get fired again.
Yeah, honestly.
So it looks like Rob's trying a low weight crotch double. See if he can make his shooter and the rock that's currently in the back of the 8-foot count for 2 and extend this game into the 8th end. Circles aren't good here today, but if Rob could get right in the middle of those 2 yellow rocks, make them both disappear, he would possibly get a 2.
Yeah, it's tough to. I think it's tough to get this double. You got to just squeak by the guard, and here it comes. And they're by the guard. Oh, great attempt. Great attempt from Rob Kavals to score, and I think we're going to see some handshakes here now.
That's confirmed. Handshakes on 2.
So let's move over to the final end, or maybe final end of sheet 4. Team Chuprina down. So it wasn't a blank end. It actually was a single for Team Gray. Team Chuprina needs to score 4 to keep this game going.
If Jen can hit this rock and get the yellow out of play, that will wrap up this year's edition of the Sunday Open Finals.
And handshakes on sheet 4. Team Gray takes the B final over Team Chuprina.
Thanks, Chris. That was fun. A great finale for the 2025 season for Sunday Open, and congrats to the main event champions, the Quelhas team, with Chris Ewing, Peter Krimbalis, Susie Krimbalis, Kelly Quelhas, and alternate
The Mike.
The Mike.
The Mike. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We hope you had a great finals weekend, and we'll see you next year.